Welcome to Skytech-Lens. Let's dive into the real reasons your international packages aren't showing up at your door. If you've been tracking a parcel from overseas and wondering why it's stuck in limbo, you're not alone. Millions of people are facing the same frustrating delays, and it's not just a matter of slow shipping or bad luck. There's a much bigger story unfolding behind the scenes, and it all starts with a sudden shift in global postal policy. Major postal services including Germany's DHL and the UK's Royal Mail have made the drastic decision to halt shipments to the United States. This isn't a minor hiccup, it's a complete pause on sending parcels across the Atlantic, leaving countless packages stranded in warehouses and sorting centers across Europe and beyond. So what's behind this sudden standstill? It's not about pumpkin spice lattes or holiday shopping surges. The real culprit is a major change in U.S. import policy, one that caught international postal services off guard and sent shockwaves through the global shipping industry. The Trump administration recently scrapped a long-standing rule on import taxes, upending the way international parcels are processed. Previously, small packages could often slip through customs with minimal paperwork and no extra fees. Now every single parcel is subject to new scrutiny, paperwork, and potential taxes, turning what used to be a straightforward process into a bureaucratic nightmare for postal workers and customs officials alike. Postal services around the world simply aren't equipped to handle this sudden avalanche of new requirements. Their systems were never designed to process such detailed data for every package, nor to collect taxes and verify compliance on the fly. The result? Massive backlogs, overwhelmed staff, and a growing mountain of undelivered parcels. For families waiting on back-to-school supplies, birthday gifts, or essential items from abroad, the delays are more than just an inconvenience. They're a source of real stress and disappointment. Children peer out the window, hoping for the mailman, only to be let down day after day. The new rules essentially force postal services to act as customs brokers, a role they're neither trained for nor equipped to handle. Now they must collect detailed data on every shipment, calculate and collect taxes, and ensure compliance with complex regulations, tasks that require specialized knowledge and robust IT systems. Faced with the prospect of expensive system upgrades, retraining staff, and the risk of costly mistakes, many postal services have decided it's simply not worth the trouble. Instead, they've chosen to suspend shipments to the US entirely, leaving customers and businesses in the lurch. It's a bit like asking your neighborhood dog walker to perform open-heart surgery. No matter how willing they are, they're just not qualified for the job. The demands are unrealistic, and the consequences of getting it wrong are too high. The timing couldn't be worse. With the back-to-school season in full swing and global e-commerce at an all-time high, these disruptions are causing headaches for online retailers, shoppers, and families everywhere. Orders are piling up, and businesses are scrambling to find alternative shipping solutions. The truth is, the global postal system simply wasn't built to handle such a dramatic change overnight. Until new systems are in place and postal services can adapt, expect continued delays and uncertainty for your international packages. For years, the de minimis exemption has been a quiet but powerful force in the world of global commerce. This magical loophole allowed packages valued under $800 to enter the United States without paying any import duties or taxes. It was a little-known rule, but for millions of Americans and countless businesses around the world, it made international shopping and shipping remarkably easy and affordable. Whether you were ordering a rare gadget from Japan, trendy clothes from Europe, or unique crafts from small businesses in Asia, the de minimis exemption meant you could buy what you wanted, when you wanted, without worrying about surprise fees at your doorstep. This policy fueled a boom in international e-commerce, opening up a world of products to American consumers. It let shoppers explore global marketplaces, compare prices, and discover new brands, all while enjoying the convenience of home delivery. For many, it felt like the world had shrunk, with distant markets just a click away. The exemption also helped small businesses abroad reach American customers directly, bypassing traditional barriers and middlemen. But all of that is about to change. As of August 29, 2025, the de minimis exemption will be officially eliminated. From that day forward, every package entering the U.S., no matter how small or inexpensive, will be subject to import duties and taxes. The era of duty-free shopping for small international parcels is coming to an end, marking a major shift in how Americans buy from abroad. The U.S. government says this move is about fairness and security. By closing the loophole, officials hope to level the playing field for domestic businesses that have long argued they face an unfair disadvantage against foreign sellers who could ship goods duty-free. There are also concerns about the security risks of unchecked parcels and the loss of potential tax revenue. But the change will have ripple effects, especially for small businesses that rely on direct international sales. Many artisans, independent brands, and niche retailers have built their livelihoods on the ability to reach American customers without the burden of complex customs paperwork or extra costs. Now, they'll face new hurdles, from higher shipping expenses to more complicated logistics and uncertain delivery times. Every package will now be scrutinized at the border, with import duties calculated and collected before delivery. This means more paperwork, longer wait times, and potentially higher prices for both buyers and sellers. The simple act of ordering a small item from overseas will become a more complicated, expensive, and time-consuming process. While the policy aims to create a fairer marketplace, it also threatens to disrupt the global retail ecosystem. Delays at customs, increased shipping costs, and new administrative headaches could make cross-border shopping less attractive for everyone involved. For American consumers, this means higher prices, fewer choices, and the loss of easy access to unique products from around the world. Small businesses, both at home and abroad, will have to rethink their strategies and may struggle to compete in this new landscape. It's as if the drawbridge to the global marketplace is being raised, with a tax collector now stationed at the gate. The once open flow of goods is being replaced by new barriers and checkpoints. The days of effortless cross-border shopping are coming to a close. What was once a seamless experience will soon require more planning, more patience, and a bigger budget. As the world's shipping routes fade from view, the global marketplace feels just a little more distant, and the promise of a truly connected world slips further away. Postal services worldwide are overwhelmed by new U.S. regulations. They now require detailed data for every package, even a pair of socks. Postal clerks must act as customs agents, calculating tariffs and processing payments. Most systems aren't equipped for this shift. The announcement left postal services with little time to adapt. Post Europe warned the changes were unworkable. With no solution, services were suspended. It's not a protest, but a technical defeat. Back-to-school shopping highlights the chaos. A €40 backpack from Portugal now costs over $140 due to new duties. The flat duty option is a trap, adding exorbitant costs. Shoppers abandon carts as prices skyrocket. Orders placed before the deadline are stuck in limbo. Sellers face customer service nightmares with refunds and apologies. The back-to-school season is a logistics test, and it's failing. Delivery times are unpredictable, causing frustration. Parents resort to big box stores, missing unique items. The system's first exam is a spectacular failure. In the midst of this global disruption, it's the big couriers, giants like DHL and FedEx, who are emerging as the clear winners. These companies have built vast, sophisticated networks that span continents, and they're uniquely positioned to handle the new complexities of international shipping. Their scale allows them to adapt quickly to changing regulations, invest in advanced technology, and maintain relationships with customs authorities around the world. Unlike small businesses, these major players are equipped to navigate the maze of customs paperwork, security checks, and compliance requirements that have become the new normal. Their teams of logistics professionals and legal experts ensure that shipments keep moving, even as rules grow more complicated. Of course, this expertise comes at a price. Their services, already considered premium, have become even more essential and more expensive. For many, using these couriers is now the only way to guarantee a package will arrive on time and in compliance with all regulations. Meanwhile, small businesses are struggling to keep up. The new compliance costs, fees, paperwork, and delays are simply too much for many to bear. Entrepreneurs who once thrived on direct-to-consumer sales now find themselves overwhelmed by bureaucracy and expenses. For some, the dream of reaching customers around the world is slipping away. Their direct-to-consumer model, once a lifeline, is now shattered by barriers they can't afford to cross. American consumers are feeling the impact too. With fewer small businesses able to ship internationally, shoppers face higher prices, longer wait times, and a shrinking selection of unique products. The marketplace is becoming dominated by mass-produced goods from the largest suppliers, while the quirky, affordable finds that once made online shopping exciting are disappearing. The internet once promised to make the world smaller, connecting buyers and sellers everywhere. Now that promise is fading, replaced by a sense of distance and limitation. A significant part of the global market is now effectively behind a paywall, accessible only to those who can afford the rising costs and navigate the new barriers. The landscape of online shopping has changed dramatically, leaving both businesses and consumers to navigate a world that feels a little less open and a lot more complicated. Small businesses must adapt to survive. Adopting a delivered duty-paid system is crucial. Prices must include all costs, eliminating surprises. Establishing a U.S. presence via third-party logistics can help. Bulk shipping simplifies customs clearance. Curating product lines to focus on higher-value items is necessary. Low-cost items can't absorb new tariffs. These changes require investment and strategic planning. The new model is complex and expensive. Adapting is essential to keep parcels moving. This is the new normal. The de minimis rule won't return. The U.S. is committed to its goals of revenue and security. Postal suspensions aren't punishment but a compliance issue. Services pause to build necessary systems. Expect a slow return to normalcy with phased reopenings. The holiday season will test the new systems. Higher costs and fewer choices are the new reality. Globalization's complexities are now visible. International shipping is a premium service. It's about the high cost of paperwork in the modern world. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more updates.